Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of my club. What do I know? By now, I'm assuming you guys know the drift. We have someone new on the program today. Um, Coincidentally, we support the same club. We're going to meet him. So, for details about the program, you can go to the comments, to the description. You will find details of how we run this particular program. This is another edition of it. So, I want to yield the floor to our guest today. His name is Deji. Mr. Deji, you know the drill.
Hello, yes, yes,
Welcome,
yes.
and thanks for
Thank you very
joining
much.
us. Yeah, thanks for
Thank you
joining us.
for having me. Yeah.
So, yeah, your time starts now. You have 20 minutes.
Okay. All right. So once again, my name is Deji, and I'm a Chelsea supporter, a full-on Chelsea supporter. I mean, I go watch matches as much as I can. So I've been supporting Chelsea for a while now. I would say almost 2 decades. And one of the reasons I think I have to start from one of the reasons why aside from joining the club and what actually attracted me to calling myself a Blues. So it all started when Shevchenko left AC Milan. Unfortunately, I was an AC Milan fan then. He left AC Milan and came to Chelsea. And then in the likes back in the days when I lived in Nigeria, it's either you support Arsenal, United, Liverpool, or Arsenal or Chelsea. You know, those are the teams that everyone wanted to be part of. And for me, when Shevchenko came to Chelsea, even though he did not perform well, I think something attracted me to Chelsea back then. I saw the likes of Makaleli. I saw then Mikel Obi was new. I saw what Jose Mourinho, what he had done, what he had did when he was at his former club, and then they won the Champions League, and then came to Chelsea, and I think that attracted me to Chelsea. And yes, we were being called the Pensioners Club. Many people made jest of us being the Pensioners Club. Do you know what? I didn't care. I never give a toss. Do you know why? Because we were producing results. And that is it about Chelsea. I was having an argument with one of my friends of some time ago, and I said to him, I said, you have to let's look at things strategically, yeah. Chelsea is definitely the most successful club in the Premier League. Let's go back to the last 2 decades. Now, let's look at what we've achieved within that period of time. Let's look at how many cups we've won within that period of time and then compare it to other clubs. Even though many people kind of disagree, you know, many people are more in the limbo of
Oh, sorry about that glitch.
crazy. And I said that to my Arsenal friends. I said, it's crazy if you guys are still talking about your invisible. Invisible that even some of you were not even there when the cup when Arsenal won the cup. It's funny. I've seen United trying to make shades, and they even lost yesterday to Grimsby. Half of the time I just say to my United friends, just shut up. Whenever I'm talking, just shut up. They don't want to listen, but we have to be realistic. We have to be realistic here. Yeah, within 20 years, Chelsea has won 2 Champions League. Within the same 20 years, we've won Europa. Within 20 years, we went to conference. We went to conference. Many people do talk down that, yeah, we expected Chelsea to win it. But one thing they don't realize is these smaller teams are the ones that can bring out, they will drag you because then you don't know much about them. Let's say, for example, look at what Grimsby played against United yesterday. United just had a few dead. They can't say to me they had the likes of Mbeumo came on later. They had Cunha, who played beautifully last season at Wolves, same as Mbeumo. Mbeumo scored so much goals at Brentford last season. They had Shesko. So there's nothing they can really say about their front. They had Amad Diallo as well, who was excellent last season as well, played for them. So one thing is, I say these smaller teams. My friend said they are farmers from their village. Nonetheless, farmers or not, these people they tried. We didn't win all the games. I think we lost one game. I think we lost one game in the group stage, and that was just it. But we did it. Now look again. We went to the FIFA World Club Cup. Chelsea, who won the Conference League, played against the PSG, who won the Champions League. Do you understand? We're talking about it's like playing Premier League winner, playing League Two winner, and then the League Two winner beating the Premier League winner. So this is what I said to people. People look at Chelsea and they talk down on us. Even though deep down they are still saying things about Chelsea that I don't like, which I'll be coming up to, you know, which I'll be pointing out. But I feel like people just need to realize that Chelsea is the club. I know many people deep down want to be part of Chelsea fan. They really want to be a Chelsea fan, but they just like to antagonize. So leave them at that. So yeah, to the point of Chelsea. I miss the era of Roman Abramovich, and I have to be honest. During that era, any coach, anyone who is part of Chelsea knows that Roman wants results. End of. During his tenure, we had about 10 coaches. You know, I can't even remember. There were so many. We had AVB. We had so many that you know what, it's not even coming to me right now. We had loads. We had loads. And what happened? We had results. We were being called the pensioners. We had the likes of Anelka who has played in how many Premier Leagues teams came to Chelsea, still performed. We're happy to be pensioners, but we produce results. Now, my issue with these American owners, and this is one of the reasons why I've not gone to watch Chelsea games since they came on, because I feel like they're turning Chelsea to be like what the American football is like. So for them, it's business. I understand you invested your money, you have to make your profits, but for us, it's entertainment. For us, that's our club. That's our club. Now, have Chelsea really been doing, apart from all just winning the conference and then winning the FIFA World Club Cup very recently, we've not really been producing results. We've not really been producing results. It's more been, excuse me, it's more been this American, what they're now doing is they bring in players, they loan them, especially to either Dortmund or their sister club, um, or what's it called again? Their sister club, they do that and then they bring these players back, and then after a while they're being so. Look at Chukwuemeka, for example. They went for Chukwuemeka. They really like what Chukwuemeka was about. And Chukwuemeka did try when we had the former sports coach as our coach. He was there. But as soon as Palmer came on, cold Palmer, everything changed. I do understand, but I feel like they're not giving people enough chances. And certain people who don't deserve the chances are there. And I'm talking about the likes of Jackson. Jackson should have been sold how many seasons ago? Do we want results? Why is it that um what name of this Nigerian striker who's just signed for Galatasaray now?
You mean Victor Osimhen?
Osimhen, yes. Why is Osimhen not in Chelsea? Why? Because they have a quota for how much they can give to players and how much. But do they really want results or they want business? That is my own issue now. Because it's looking like more like a business than results. All right, you brought Estevao. Right now, Chelsea is not, I can't say much about what our season will look like because it's just the beginning of the season. I have to give it at least 10 matches. Let's play, okay, now our next few matches We're playing Fulham, we're playing Brentford, United, Brighton, Liverpool. I think after all those games, I think that would really solidify it for me. I think that's when I can really say this is where I expect Chelsea to be. But right now, this season, I'm still expecting Liverpool to win the Premier League.
Mm.
Let's be honest. Arsenal, what have they got? What have they really got? Like, do they don't look like a team. And look, Saka's got injury. Saka's got injury now. You know, so they are, and just like Evra once said, Arsenal is like that team. Next season, they'll win it. Again, next season, they'll win it. Next season, they'll win it. They've been doing that since 2002. You know, next season is another next season, another next season. They haven't got the team. Chelsea has more chances of winning the Premier League before Arsenal. In fact, if United finally gets themselves back to how United, to the same United we used to know, back in time of Sir Alex Ferguson, yeah, United will win the Premier League before Arsenal wins the Premier League. Is the honest truth is United just need to know what the problem is. What they're trying to do, what they've done is, and which I thought was going to work, I'll be honest, was the lack of Cunha and Buemo, Chesko coming. I thought, okay, Arsenal will be a good team this season. I said to a couple of my friends, but they are not. So it's obviously telling us now that the problem is not those, it's not their forward. It's not their forward. I feel like there might be some underlying problem with the management, with the staffs in out. And because that's happened to Chelsea before, when we had was the aim and he was benching the likes of Drogba, Lampard, Terry when he had issues with them. And I've watched interview where Mikel said immediately you have issues with those top players. They don't even need to say anything to the other team. Within the staffs on board, there will be an issue on the field. That's how it works. So United have that issue. Last season, they still brought in Ekitike. Let's be honest, this guy banged in goals. He did it first game again. So they had it, like I said, they had the team to beat. But what do I think about Chelsea this season? It's still early days. It's still early days. I feel um I feel like Madueke going is good. I read again that Xavi Simons, Spurs are trying to Ajax Xavi Simons transfer, which, to be fair enough, that uh, is a playmaker, but it's not Hazard. We need someone like Hazard. When Hazard was in Chelsea, we knew what Chelsea was like. Hazard alone has got Matesaka falling down. You know, Hazard alone he was being scared of. We need a playmaker in Chelsea. We haven't got that. Liverpool has got Salah. They've got that in Salah. He's been doing it year in, year out, year in, year out. I think I never touched on City and what I think about City this season. Let me, even though Chelsea is my team, I just want to touch on these teams and talk about how I feel they will perform this season. I don't see City will be in top four, and that's it. Are they going to win the Premier League? Hell no. Hell no. Rodri is not the same. Rodri is not the same. I saw that first game. Rodri is definitely not the same. Still good, but not the same as the Rodri we used to know. And I feel like City are a bit shaken, and that's why they are trying to get new players. That's why they're trying to get new players and they're trying to inculcate them in the team. You know, is and that's the thing. It's usually quite difficult. I know for sure, even though I said Chelsea, I don't know what would be about Chelsea this season. I know Chelsea will be in top four. I know that one. I know we are playing another Champions League. If we are unlucky enough to win this Champions League, which I'm telling you, I've just seen the draw. No, no, no. People, you might think it's far-fetched. See, let's go through it, yeah? Now we're playing champion the draw that came in today. So we're playing Barcelona at home, Stamford Bridge, Bayern Munich at their place, Benfica at home, Atlanta away, Ajax at home, Napoli away, Paphos at home. I think Paphos is the Greek team, and then Karabag away. So we've played. So Barcelona at home. I think we'll get a draw or a win. Let's analyze that one. Bayern would be a hard one. And reason why Bayern would be a hard one is just because of the likes of Kane and Olise. Those guys are good. Olise, that, that guys scored banging goals last season. Also, a goal he scored from outside 18, and I just had to hold my head. How did this go in? That kid is doing so great, you know. So we have the like of Bayern. Their defense not so great. That's honest truth. Their defense not so great, but their attack is making up for what the defense are not doing enough, you know. Um, so who else? We've got Atalanta. I think Lukman is going, he's trying to go this season. I think there's been discussion from what I read, there's been discussion with Milan making an agreement or something like, of such. I'm not so sure. Even if Lukman was there, come on, it's Atlanta. We are Chelsea. And then we'll go Ajax. That's an easy 3 points. Napoli. Napoli away will be more of a defense. It's more of a defensive game. And once again, come on, it's Napoli. Our first Champions League, that's how we won it. They beat us, they beat us 3-0 or 4-0. And then the second game, we beat them. We showed them what Chelsea is about. What Chelsea, I think, and that's how we were able to go to the next stage. And then that was 2012 was when we won it, you know. So Napoli easy. That's that. I would say easy, but I think we should get 3 points. That's what I like of Code Palmer. I just need that guy to be back from injury, and I hope his injury is not that much. We have Paphos and we have Karabakh. So those going to be easy points. Where do I see Chelsea this season? Um, our Premier League top four, Champions League at least quarterfinals, and I think we need to keep up a momentum. One thing we did at the FIFA World Club Cup, especially against PSG, was that people realized that, wow, wow, so this is what Chelsea can do. Many people didn't believe that. I didn't believe that. I'm going to be really honest. I did not believe that. I never thought Chelsea could produce those such results. We're talking about PSG, the winner of Champions League. These people played Barcelona. They make Barcelona look like a little kid. They make Barcelona look like a kid. you know, and they played Chelsea and they were nothing. They were absolutely nothing. So I feel like we need to keep that momentum because Chelsea is here now. So whoever is going to be playing Chelsea will be looking at Chelsea with the same way we played PSG. So they will try to come ahead of us. So once we drop form, that's it. That is it for us. So we need to keep that momentum going. And for us to do that, Cole Palmer has to be, we have to try and save that guy from injury. Estevao has showed some things. Gittins has showed some things. But our defense is another issue we are having. Now, since we lost Thiago Silva, I think our defense has just gone down. James tries, but again, it's not. I understand he's the captain, but it's not that leader. Back in the days of John Terry, we had John Terry, we had Caval, we had Ferreira, we had Ashley Cole. John Terry just stays there and he controls them. You can see during the league, you can see him talking to them, interacting with them. But James is there trying to run on the sideline. That's the difference. Colwell, he tries, but he's young, he makes mistakes. Tosin is all right. Again, he makes mistakes. I feel We need a leader in that defense. We need a strong leader. I think after Terry went, the next tactical, some tactical fouls, you know, and that is what we want. Since Thiago Silva left, I feel like our defense just dipped. Colwell came back. We have Cuckoo. Cuckoo is doing well. Cucurella. Cucurella is doing well. I think ever since the European game, Cuckoo just is skyrocketed. His value, even though I've always believed in Cucurella, and I used to say that to my brother, because when Cuckoo came from Brighton to Chelsea, he wasn't doing too well. But I saw what he did at Brighton. I watched his game. There's been times because I used to play fantasy Premier League, so I had Cucurella in my team. So because of that, I watched Brighton's game. So I actually see what he did at Brighton, and I had faith. I felt like he was going to come back. It was that process. It was like a process. And since he came back, come on, come on, Cucurella has just been the bomb. It's just been one of the best players. So Cucurella defense good. Gusto, I'm going to be honest. I prefer Gusto over James. Not many people will agree to that, but this is what I think about Gusto. Gusto knows he's competing against James. James is the captain. Gusto gives his all. You see Gusto trapping back. He's running, he's trapping back. I'm seeing James jogging. James is jogging. That's the difference. Gusto is trapping back. Now, Tosin is still trying to prove himself. He's trying to prove himself to the team. Okay, fair enough. But obviously he's more of a second team kind of player. That's the honest truth. Cowell, he does well. He's young lad, makes mistakes sometimes, and I feel like he learned from his mistake. But we need a strong defender. And that's one thing the Americans are not looking at. That's one thing they're not really looking at. They brought Hato. Hato is 19 years old. We're talking about Cowell. Kobe is 21, 22. Hato is 19. He's had only one good season, and already he's there. I understand he's trying to build a young team, but why not look at someone that can actually produce, that can give results, other than you just thinking about um the money and how much you can make from them. Because that is what I feel like he's trying to do. He gets them very young, puts them on a long 7 years contract. Now they are stuck in one team for that number of years. So by the time another club is coming, he's making money from them. For him, it's all business, you know. So half and that's the thing. Sometimes it's not all about that. See, Sanchez had one good I won't even say season. It was the FIFA Club Cup. He did perform a little bit better. And now they're not getting rid of him, even though the topic after last season was trying to change Sanchez. We're looking at Donnarumma. That's dead now. So I don't know. Honestly, like I feel like they need to go back to the drawing board and listen to the fans instead of them just thinking about the money. We want result. We know our Chelsea. We know what Chelsea is like. We've seen Chelsea play. We've seen ourselves being denied the match that we won. I'm talking about the Chelsea against Barcelona 2009, when Ref Ovrebol clearly didn't give us the penalty. Didn't give us a twice. Um, Toure had the handball in the box 18. Drogba, was it Drogba? Drogba was fouled, clearly fouled. We were denied. That was the Chelsea. We never let that spirit to die in us. We kept on going. That is the team. That is the team that I love. That's the team that I want to go and watch with my money. Because what and the reason why I've not really gone to watch football again is because I'll be so upset going, leaving my house, taking the train, going to the stadium, paying, and then seeing my team lose. It upsets me because I know what we can do. But when the owners are doing something different, we are not happy. We're not happy. But all in all, I still think we're better than most of these other teams. United, sometimes I call them poor United. You know, the likes of Arsenal also think about their how many years ago they're they're invisible. They're invisible. Even kids that were born then are now fathers. They're still thinking about it, they're invisible. And Liverpool is a good team. I think they found themselves back. Back in the days of Coit, um, you know, Coit, Pep, what's the other guy name? We had the Coit, we had Torres when Torres was Torres before he came to Chelsea. You know, that was a good team. And then they had a deep in form, and then now they're back. So right now, like I said, Liverpool is the team to beat. Champions League, at least quarterfinals. That's what will be. So yes, thank you. I think that's all for me about
Thank you. Anyway,
London.
you are accurate on time. You're just on time. I was
All
surprised.
right.
Yeah. So I want to personally thank you for honoring an invitation to come on the show, talk to us. And at
Cheers.
least we've learned a lot. We've get your
Mm,
insights, and at least things we think we know, we don't know. So you added more. So
mm.
personally, although I've been a Chelsea fan as well for a long time, so but I know that okay, I can see the passion and I like uh your honesty to say it,
Mm.
not saying categorically I'm still going to look at it, but you are hoping that okay, maybe we're going to finish fourth or and maybe in the Champions they get to
No, you
quarterfinal
have to be
stage,
real,
you know. So at least that's a candid opinion, which I think is good, and I appreciate that. So thank you
I
for your
thank you.
time.
All right,
I
thank
hope
you very much. Thanks for having me.
it's all right. I hope one of these days we'll get to bring you back and talk
Oh
to us
yeah.
and other things.
Oh yeah.
And
I'd love to join again. I'd love
all
to
right.
join again. It's a good program. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a wonderful
All
evening.
right. And
And
you too.
to our viewers over there, that would be where we're drawing the curtains for this particular edition. Um, we expect that you go to the description to get details more about the program. I will see you on the next one. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. It's bye
All
for
right.
now.
Bye. Take care.